Right now, the Chiwi 60 DHL Express, it actually really was Express. I think it was shipped middle of last week or late last week, and it arrived on Monday. It was actually in transit on Sunday. It didn't take a break. So it arrived in the US, I think, on Saturday. Let me see the tracking for it. Okay, so it was picked up on Friday, not even midweek. It was picked up on Friday. So picked up Friday afternoon. And so I guess Saturday didn't do anything. Yeah, so they took a break on Saturday, but Sunday it arrived in the US. And at 5 a.m. it left Ohio to come to Dallas. And it arrived, so at 5 a.m. it left, and then 3 p.m. today it arrived. So pretty insane. Definitely Express, and I think I've never had a bad well, I say I never had a bad experience. Actually, that's a lie. I've had one bad experience with DHL Express, where they didn't actually get my signature, and they didn't leave the package either. So the package is missing. But anyway, I got a refund from KB Fan, so that was nice. But this is the Chiwi 60 designed by our friend Gok. We will take a look at it. It is, you might see that it is a little similar to another board that was recently quite popular. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And I think we also wanted to talk about the KBD 67. That's big news. That's big news. What other big news do we have recently? I know that was probably the biggest one so far this week. Is there anything else? The hollow board is literally fucking hollow with nothing underneath. Heavy User 2 says, yeah, a few years ago, so we're talking about the CMYK RGB kits for the modifiers. He says, I mainly like it only for wind keyless CKL. Yeah, and again, that's a very, 2012 to 2015 aesthetic. Mr. Keith says today was 79 here. Okay, what is, hold on, let me see. So 28 degrees Celsius, what the hell is that? Fahrenheit. I mean, I can do the math, but kind of lazy. So 82, yeah, it was 82 today. And yeah, fuck that shit. Anything above 75 is too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin Chiwi 60, everybody. Qualudes, welcome to the stream. And so Honguk as well, welcome. You just need some advice on plates. How big a difference does the material make? Huge. Material makes a big difference. Depends on the switches you want. Depends on what what kind of sound you want. Again, it just depends on what you want. I would rank brass quite a bit lower than what most people rank it. I think that it is extremely overrated. It's not a terrible material, but it's not amazing. Okay, so, and I hate that there are quite a few kits who are coming with only brass plates. I think that's really dumb. I think that aluminum is probably the most balanced one out of all of them in terms of what you get. Okay, so we see the Doyu Studio sticker on it. Very unassuming packaging. It's just kind of normal. Let's take a look. So I got the PCB with it as well. I don't remember what layout I got for it. We'll find out. Mr. Kim says I have to do the same thing, not used to F. Yep, I do not like Fahrenheit, yeah. I still use Celsius for all my temperature needs. And MLG Pro Lawyer is here. How's it going? Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, MG Pro Lawyer, we rated his channel, I want to say last Monday. And I guess you're not... No, last Tuesday, not Monday. I streamed on a different day yet that week. And yeah, so we tuned in when he was doing Lego builds. Because I think many of you know that I'm a big fan of Lego. And so if you ever want to see, you just want a nice place to hang out, watch people build Lego, definitely check out the channel. M Fisher is here too. How's it going? Gawk says, what would be funny is if Senin sent the default plate. So Gawk is here. Everybody say hi to Gawk. Gawk is the designer of the Chiwi 60, and today we're gonna find out whether it is a go or a no-go. So we've got the plain PCB here. We'll take a look in a bit. I'm just unpacking everything. We've got some Douyu Studio. Hey, look at that! So for those who don't know, this is actually what Gawk's face looks like. Just kidding. This is actually a camel toe. Okay, so let's take this apart. People who I love you. Look at that, Mr. Keebs, 15th gift sub to Gawk. Thank you so much. Okay, so you see Douyu. Now I don't know what Douyu stands for. Maybe someone can tell me. And I believe that's his name over there. His contact info. It's Senin. And we've got, now what is this? So let's see, so Chiwi, and if those of you don't know, Chiwi stands for Chinese Kiwi, or it's a combination of those, yeah, so, and then the 60 refers of course to the size of the keyboard. It says, thank you for choosing us. We hope to provide more quality products for you in the future. And again with that camel toe over here. Pretty nice. Okay, and I'm guessing these are some instructions for it. Kind of cool. Look at this. International, multilingual. Is it double printed? Oh, it is double printed. Okay, so first of all, you just put the switch in. Apparently, you don't even need stabilizers. Just slap the switch on there. And then you put the case. You attach the plate to the case. And you attach the weight to the bottom. And then you screw everything in. So yeah, so very simplified. And kind of quick start guide. Of course, don't follow everything this thing says, but it at least gives you an idea of how to put things together. And I mean, kind of nice to have, I guess. I don't know. Trading cards. Gawk says, just announcing that I wasn't responsible for the plate at all. Okay, no worries. We're not gonna blame you for any of the manufacturing and stuff. We know, we understand. We'll talk about it if there are any problems. And so I got stabilizers with it as well. I believe these are just standard PCB mount, genuine cherry, I think. Yes, you can tell just from how dull the metal wires are. But yeah, so it's nice. I believe it was a pretty good price for if you just did it as an add-on. And I don't need screw-in stabilizers, so it doesn't matter to me. We've got rubber feet. And the case and plate screws. We've got the static weight. What's another word for it? So not just aesthetic, but when something is there just for show. Not titular. Titular is when, say for example the Queen of England, it's just a titular queen, it's just for, in title. What would this be? Decorative? Okay, what's another word for decorative? It's another word for it. I'm kind of blanking out. So there's a word for it. Ornamental. I can't remember. But hey, Chiwi, how's it going? Cosmetic. Thank you. I think cosmetic would be the word for it. I think. Yeah, ornamental. Were you just using thesaurus.com too? Okay. Gog says you don't use stabs for this build. Anthony's actually, yeah, I actually have my feet up on the chair right now. Looks like a little golden chocolate bar. Okay, so let's open the weight thing up to, well, let's look at the case, right? Actually, let's go ahead and test the PCB and plate first, and then we'll go step by step. We don't want to do the fun stuff first, right? We need a bit of a tease. It's like when they ask the actresses to pull their garments down slowly, completely unnecessary, but apparently it's industry standard, so we are going to pull these garments off gently and slowly in a very specific manner. And so far, I will say the plate seems pretty straight, so that's nice. Frivolous. Frivolous would be super official. I was almost gonna say stitches, and no, wait, no. Hope your base isn't scratched to hell like mine is. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I hope not too. So we'll see how that goes. So my plate is definitely scratched, quite badly, I'd say. And look at that. That's kind of insane. Yeah, so the PVD coating on this doesn't look very nice. Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking scratches. That's insane. Yeah, that's kind of... It's actually a little ridiculous. I think it's as if they where they kept it, they had grains of sand or something like that somewhere, and it got trapped between the plate and whatever surface is in between. Gok says, see how many scratches your base has? Mine has one big one and lots of little ones. Okay, so we'll find out in a bit. Also, VPR, hello. We've got our Dallas friends here. We've got VPR, Chiwi, Purple. I don't think Daredevil is here in chat. Serious Swiss cheese plate. Yeah, look at this bottom row. I'm actually curious. I can't remember which one I ordered. Maybe I actually ordered this. Let's find out. No. So I got Universal ANSI. Okay, probably. Chewie says Freddy Krueger went to town on that plate. I love Halloween puns. Did you do anything for Halloween weekend? So I didn't do anything. I did not do anything at all. Well, I actually, I take that back. I had friends come over, so I actually did. I said I didn't do anything Halloween related, but I think I had friends visit me from out of town. We did go to the Lego store at a mall here. And what else did we do? We didn't do much, actually. They came before an Ed Sheeran concert. Okay, wow. This thing was actually a bit more expensive than what I remembered. So in my head, this thing was $150 or $160, but I paid $217 for this. After shipping alone was $19. Yeah, so it was a little under $200 for everything. So plate, PCB, stabilizers, and white. Okay, so yes, I did get Universal ANSI plate. Correct. I hope I don't regret it. Because you don't want to use my layout. Well, who the hell wants to use it though? Have you seen Gawk's layout? That shit is strange. Okay, so first of all, let's test it with switches. If it fits switches fine, then I'm gonna take all my complaints back. I don't even mind some scratches as long as the plate fits switches well. So let's grab some switches. Okay, so we've got a vintage black switch here. Yes, so just a vintage black switch just lying around my desk. Okay, moment of truth. Fucking rip. So that's not good to see. It's kind of weird. I think is the plate, this plate in particular, a bit too thick. It seems to be like it's a bit too thick, but maybe it's just not tight enough around here. But yeah, so unfortunately, this is the case. I wonder if mod switches would fit fine on these, because mod switches are a bit bigger than standard. Yeah, so cherry switches, unfortunately, they fit about as well as they fit on the M65 plate. What about box switches? So box switches, they don't immediately fall out, so that's nice. Ow, I just stabbed myself. See, so with box switches, they actually don't come off. Whereas with cherry, so I'm tapping on it. No reason to get the default plate. Shut up! Well, I didn't know it was gonna be that much of a difference. So does it fit fine on yours? I mean, as in when I say box switches fit fine, I don't mean they fit perfectly. Because look at this. This is still too much wiggle room. I mean that they don't fall right off. They actually clip into the plate, but yeah, still a lot of movement. Look at that. So this plate, unfortunately, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen because I don't think I will build in this plate. I really don't. Maybe if I use PCB mount switches, that's about it. Yeah, I think I would just use PCB mount bottoms because I am not building with this plate. With plate mount switches, so maybe I'll PCB mount. Zoology says, each plate is individually hand scratched for a unique one-off custom experience like a fingerprint. Sure seems like it. Blakely says the scratches are for weight saving. VPR says, I got Universal 2, now I kind of want a default plate. Yeah, so let's test the PCB while I look at chat. Where's the PCB? So yeah, let's go ahead and test the PCB. This is the DO60 instead of the DZ60 and the DC60. It's the DO60. So what does the D even stand for in the keyboard world? Maybe I'm missing something. Desk, desktop, decorative. Yeah, so this PCB is a Swiss cheese PCB, just a very holy PCB, if you will. Look at that. That is insane. So if I do a PCB mount, I don't think I will use this because with PCB mount you want all the switches to be like that, where there are only two holes for the pins to go through. But we will test it with Gateron bottoms. PC mount bottoms. Let's see if they fit. So these fit a Gateron bottom. That means if you have a cherry bottom, it might be too loose because Gaterons are a bit thicker than standard, and this PCB actually fits the Gateron switches. So yeah, so if you have genuine cherry bottoms, I'm afraid they won't fit PCB mount. See, okay, so if I put this here, Yeah, there's still a lot of movement. So you cannot do a plateless mount with this thing, because it's just not going to be secure enough. Mr. Keep says, been to a Lego store yesterday and left seriously underwhelmed. Not sure what I'll bring home. Overwhelmed. Oh, overwhelmed. I thought underwhelmed. Damn, you're overwhelmed. So, okay, what sets did you want? So I will say one thing that I kind of regret now is that after going to the Lego store and then seeing the modulars in person, the Lego Creator modulars? You know, the ones with the say the coffee shop or the library or a bank. And I really regret picking up the Saturn V and the US Capitol State Building, the two Great Walls of China sets that I got, the Arc de Triomphe. I should have just gotten one modular set. That would have been... I should have done that. I mean, I do have the old fishing store, so at least I have one. Chiwi says, I've got a Halloween birthday party in a second. Was it your birthday? Chiwi says, I'm wearing a floral shirt and lay with sock'em boppers and going as Hawaiian Punch. Oh, nice. Okay, Gog, do you know if anyone is making a plate for the Chiwi, as in with a more conventional layout? Okay, so let's test the PCB. I hope it's even programmed and flashed with something. So we've got a USB-C cable here. Let's plug it in. Oh, that's a good sound. Okay, so you see it's got more RGB LEDs than on the DZ60. And I believe I did speak to Shannon a bit about, you know, repositioning some of the RGB LEDs. So I sort of kind of helped. I did something, because he was trying to arrange all of them, and then we were going to have the kind of duck problem where, you know, some of the LEDs are going to be too far apart. And so I told him to maybe, for the ones that are closer together, to just shift them a little bit, or the ones that need to be shifted to have them closer together. It's like this one, for example, needed to be higher up because of the components and holes over here. I told him, okay, let's bring these two a bit closer to it. So it probably won't be perfect, but at least you're basically trying to compensate for that. Yeah, so you've got two extra LEDs over here. Okay, so let's go and test it out. And again, if you just tuned in, we have not opened the actual Chiwi case yet. We're going to look at it in a little bit. We are going through all our testing and everything, making sure everything works. Mr. Keep says Wix is doing some nice plates as far as I know. Okay, so as in he's doing some for the Chiwi 60, really? Then I might want to buy some. Brian says, does building on loose plates make the bottom out more rattly? I mean, the thing is, solder holds everything together very, very firmly. Speed holes to up your words per minute. Dick Orifice 60. Mr. Keith says, I kind of want Architect. Creator is super cool as well. Yeah, I think those are my two favorite series. Okay, so let's go and test it. Switch hitter, as always, our good friend Switch hitter. So, did you see the Millennium Falcon in person? The UCS Falcon? Did you see the... Oh, nice, it's actually flashed with something. That's good. Did you see any of the modulars there? The creator sets? VPR, I saw the Voltron. Wait, is Chet dead? I don't think so. I think Striker just said hi. How are you doing, my Malaysian friend? I think it's also because I'm taking a long time to reply to chat. I'm about 5 minutes or something. VPR says, my daughter and I finished Voltron the other day. The build? Or, because I know I saw you had the build. Or did you mean you watched the TV series as well? And Chimera, TX. How nice of you to join us. So we've got 5 people from DFW now here in chat. And Crippled is here too. How's it going? Oh, the build. Nice. Yeah, I saw it in person. I took a picture of it when I went to the Lego store, and it is quite a bit bigger than I thought. I did not expect it to be that big. That's what I wish he said. But yeah, that thing is huge. And I saw the Chiron, the Bugatti. I saw the Porsche GT3. Is it the GT3 RS or is it the GT2? Well, I mean, I've seen that before though. The Bugatti was my first time seeing it. And what else did I see? Second time seeing the Falcon. Where the hell is the question mark? Why is there? Oh, okay. So far so good. So far, PCB seems to be working. That's nice. And we've got lots of shit here. Holy shit! So many spots for the spacebar. This is insane. Can I build a 2x3U spacebar on this thing? I can't remember. Maybe I can, right? I think this is the function key, so nothing's lighting up. And yes, we're gonna talk about the KVD67 in a bit. I did say. Yeah, I think that was the biggest news from the weekend or from today. Mr. Keith says, "I love the old fishing store." Yes, the old fishing store. Let me bring that up. So PCB works great. We're gonna take a look at the case shortly. Oh my god, too many boxes. See, I can't wait to build this one. This is gonna be, it's gonna be awesome. Look at this thing. Isn't that magnificent? I got it at a pretty decent price. I paid, I want to say 110 for it instead of 150. So, not bad. 110 without tax, I think. Maybe. I can't even remember, honestly. But yeah, this is... I just need to find a weekend where I actually have time to do it. I just have been too busy. Okay, Chiwi 60. PCB works, that's nice. Every user 2 says, is there Legoland in the US? There is, but I think that, I can't remember if it's bigger or smaller than the one in Denmark. I want to go to Denmark. I want to see Lego World there. VPR says, I like the Lego store. I don't like it being in a mall though. Yes, yeah, so we went there Sunday. And yeah, lots of people there. And then one of the stores smelled like, so not the Lego store, it was something else. Smelled like sewage. So it's really bad just walking to and from, because the Lego store is after that store. So we're walking by and yeah, you could just smell sewage. Oh, And of course, there's just people everywhere. Lego is ABS, every user 2 says. Every user 2. It is very much ABS. It's very shiny, actually. But it's not hot swap. Yeah, I hate that people are actually... I hate that people convinced KBD fans to make the Winkeyless tofu hot swap in the first place. Or HHKB tofu or whatever. But it's nice to see that the KBD 6.7 is not going to be hot swap. He keeps saying, such a nice set, super jealous. Yeah, did you get anything during the Barnes & Noble sale? Were you even... I think you were in Michigan when that happened. I think you must have missed it. Because I bought 4 sets from the sale. Okay, so this is the base for it, the bottom. Upon opening it, I will say, first impressions, I don't think it's cleaned properly. It's very, very dusty. Definitely not cleaned properly. Okay, and you'll see the surface is just not too clean. But then again, we are not gonna be seeing this anyway. It's gonna go under the whole thing, so I'm not gonna dock too many points for it, right? You're not gonna be able to see it really once it's assembled. But yeah, not cleaned. Maybe it'll be better once I clean it. Let's look for scratches. So Gawk and VPR mentioned scratches on theirs. I'm gonna take a look at mine. Any major scratches? Surprisingly, I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything major really. The polishing is not as nice as, say, on the acrylic tofu or anything like that. Tasman Solution says that simulated hardwood Dasma looks almost authentic. Yes, thank you very much. It even sounds like wood. It's pretty cool. And yes, Trinity the Gamer is correct. Round 2 KBD 6.7 will have RGB. Not RGB. We'll have USB-C. Fine Explorer, how's it going? I think there was a single one free of micro scratches. I mean, micro scratches are gonna happen. That's kind of expected, but mine does not have any major scratches or cracks or anything like that, so that's good. Mr. Keep says, I think I'll go to the one in Florida here next week. I think my brother went to the one in Florida. Maybe, I can't remember. I think Florida. I don't think he went to the one. I don't think he went to California. I think he went to Florida. Because he went to Disney World, I want to say, and Legoland on his honeymoon. Yeah, he loved it. We everyone in my family except for my sister, we grew up all with just Lego all the time, everywhere. It's the only thing we cared about, really, as kids. And Mr. Keeps, yeah, it's unfortunate you missed the sale. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were busy in Michigan. That's why because I think I kind of mentioned it too. Yeah, because it was 30%, and it wasn't just one day. It was, I think, 2-3 days, 30% off, with free shipping as well. On quite a lot of sets actually. It was on Barnes & Noble. I think that was a mistake from them. But yeah, it was insane. Like, I got the Saturn V for $80. And if I had waited, if I had not bought any of my sets earlier, I could have gotten a better deal on all of them. Yeah, like the old fishing store was about $90, 190 or 100. Picked up one of the HB85s the other day. Nice. Was it heavy? Did you drop it? Tasman Solution says, I'm an old guy. When I was a young lad, we had Lincoln Logs. No Lego, and when they did arrive, they were just for children. Lincoln Logs, yeah. They are pretty much dead now, though. Okay, so we've got the rubber feet on. Let's put the weight on here as well. Just basically taking everything apart. Those scratches? What the hell are those? Okay, no, those are not scratches. So I probably have to wipe this thing down. Oh, now that is a scratch. Holy shit. Yeah, so the weight, you can see I have quite a deep scratch on mine over here. See that? So you see it's kind of faint over here, but on this part there's a very deep scratch. It's kind of sad. And there's more scratches here and there. This is why I personally like sandblasted parts more. I think they hide stuff like that a bit better. Whereas there's something of a high polish, you know, it's maybe more difficult. And you can see the polish isn't very clean. You can see the radial lines and stuff. So let's put the weight in. The weight fits. Okay, there we go. You have to squeeze it in. So I didn't break anything. Okay, and then now let's screw it. So it screws in from the top side. So the screws are hidden. Okay, now which screws does the weight use? Holy shit. Which ones? Are they all the same? Are all the small ones the same? They look the same to me. Okay, no. There are shorter ones. So I'm assuming the shorter ones go... So I think there are 3 types of screws here. So be careful with yours. Don't use the long one accidentally. I want to say it's the short one. Hold on, let's count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so I think the short ones are for the weight because there are less short ones. So you can see these two. See, there's one this one's shorter than this one, and so I believe this one goes on the weight. So definitely be careful. You don't want to say give your lion 2 extra eyes. Is it going to be the short one? Maybe it's the long one. I think the short one doesn't... Wait, I'm so confused. Will the short one even thread through it? Yes. Well, maybe not actually. Let's try the long ones. Let's be very gentle. Okay, so it is the long one, not the short ones. I think that would have been nicer to see on the instructions sheet thing. Yeah, Gok, the short ones don't work almost at all. They went in for this corner, but in this corner it didn't thread through to the weight itself. Yeah, Mr. Keeves, let me know. So if you do go to Legoland or if you do go to the Lego store again, take pictures. Let me know which ones you like. I'm always so the friends that came to visit. They are, you know, one of them is a huge Lego nut, and so it's always fun to talk about that. Cause yeah, I don't know too many people who also like Lego. So it's just kind of fun. I mean, I'm not, you know, my problem is that I took a big break from Lego for at least a decade. So, you know, and I liked the Lego basically before the age of the internet. And so I'm kind of left behind, so to speak. Does it bend? Good question, Visionaire. Does Grayson bend? One Safe Gaming, how's it going? Late to the party, but I had to make sure I stopped by. Well, thank you for stopping by. Tasman Solution says, character marks. One of the benefits of Anthony's stream is upfront look at the QC of all these boards so as to assess them a bit more. Yep, I think that's definitely my favorite part about getting this camera. Being able to give you guys a bit more detailed of a shot when we look at some of these parts. Yeah, I kind of some complaints about other keyboard content is that you don't really get a detailed view. You don't get an up close view. You just get kind of, you know, one set angle or whatever, or distance. And you know, a lot of times in this hobby, you're really paying for, you know, the details. You're not paying for. Instead of like a car, you don't really need close-ups. You know, you're just kind of like, okay, you know, I'm buying that. But in this hobby, so many things are so similar that, you know, you really care about the anodizing. You care about scratches and all these things. NGB says finger blast is the way to go. Yes, yes. Okay, so we've got the weight. You can see we've got 6 screws. It's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Sandtrack High Pro frosted acrylic case for 60%. I still have that thing. I'm supposed to sell it. I haven't had time to sell it. Yeah, so this weight, don't expect it to really add any sort of real mass to it. It's just kind of there. Decorative, ornamental, cosmetic. Mr. Keep says, all my Christmas gifts growing up were Lego sets. Yeah, and like I said, I think I mentioned it before. Yeah, we used to skip meals just to save money to buy Lego. Every user 2 says, I like KBD fans. This random question on site where you can earn money. How much do you typically spend on an outfit? A great way to spend evening. Wait, what? Oh, the points. Yeah, because I think they have a sister company or something that does clothing or something like that. And I had isn't it an acrylic 5 degree? It's not polycarbonate, right? It's acrylic. I've had both. I've had the clear one and the frosted one. I have the frosted one here. But yeah, but if I were you, I would go for the tofu. I think I like the tofu one better. The 5 degree, the problem is that the shape itself, it makes it the lighting pretty inconsistent between the front and the back because the back is so much thicker than the front. But I think on the tofu it shines better. Fun Explorer. So okay, so what it was we would get, say, a ringgit for a day as allowance to eat at school, to eat lunch, because our school cafeterias were not a contract-based thing. It was more of it wasn't a meal plan system. It was a food court system. And so we would get 1 ringgit a day. 1 ringgit right now would be a quarter of US dollar. Back then it would be about 33 cents or 30 cents a dollar. 30 cents in US dollars. And so we would get that every day. And so if we wanted to buy, say, a Bionicle, then we would skip, you know, the only meal at school, which was breakfast, and lunch was kind of in between, the brunch. We would skip that meal just to save that money. So we would have to skip, you know, at least a month, usually more than a month, for just one Bionicle. Okay, so this is the white. Take a look at it. So this is actually my first white mechanical keyboard, custom keyboard case. So I'm pretty excited. I hope it's good. Wow, that's okay. So what coating is this? Gawk, you said it's ED? Okay. Yeah, first of all, I'm surprised someone of ED can have so much white stuff come out. But the lines are not clean at all, I'd say. Let me see. Okay, see over here. See that? It's like if they put a coating on there and then someone just kind of accidentally just touched it while it was drying. And you can think of it that way. Like if you know, if I'm coating it in paint and then I accidentally just grab it there. See how it flattens over here at the lines? You see that? Or maybe it's dented. Who even knows? Maybe it is dented. But this is... I don't know. See, look at that. It flattens here at the edge. I don't know how well you can see it on camera. I assure you it looks worse in person. Okay, see over here. You can definitely feel it as you run your finger across. And kind of the same thing on the other side. On the other side, it's not as deep, but it's got more tiny ones. See that? Yeah, which is surprising because I think the front and the back don't have those problems. So you see, on the front edge, you don't have that problem. You see that? So on the front edge, it's nice and clean for the most part. There is a line that runs across. So, oops. You see that double line over here? You see there's this edge and then there's another line, faint line over here. So yeah, it runs. It's not even straight. It's kind of. It's not parallel to the edge. But the front, at least the coating on the front is actually even on the edges, but the sides are not. So like I said. It's like, yeah, it's like they grabbed them on the sides or something, or it fell on the sides. The back as well, the edge is pretty clean compared to the sides. So I'd say this, what is the coating like? I would say it's like if you bought a PC case with steel parts, painted white. It'll feel kind of similar to that. Most PC cases will feel like that. Honestly, it feels a bit like powder coating. Yeah, and apparently these are redone a lot. Who says, are you chasing for any Imsto BSP sets now? Yeah, because all the CRP or whatever sets were cancelled, right? So I don't know, honestly. I have some Imsto sets, but I guess I'll wait for the CRP or whatever they're calling it. Was it dented? It's not so thick, so it shouldn't have inconsistent build thickness issues like that. Okay. They dropped it and coated it anyway. Yeah, I think so. Do you think that... I really don't know if Senon would offer to fix something like that. If it were KBD fans, I would, just ask for a refund or something. I don't know how, Doyu Studio works, how open Senon is to refunds. Yeah, the sides are... I would say not acceptable, honestly, because you can see them just looking down from the top, which I think... If they were on the underside, I wouldn't care as much, but you can definitely see it on the side. Yeah. Yeah, so again, I'm just not familiar with Doyu Studio or Senin, how they work. I know they're not as big as Chiwi fans. Okay, so I can see that the case actually has the screws installed to prevent the coating from going into the screw points. G8333E says, what is your favorite case plus keyset at the moment? I don't ever have a favorite case or a favorite keyboard or a favorite set. I would say that for the longest time, my favorite set was the Imsto Black on Black set. But, it's kind of everywhere now, so it doesn't really hold that much. Hold that sentimental spot in my cold, dying heart anymore. But yeah, cases, no, I've never had a favorite. I never will, I think. I think that it's kind of pointless to have a favorite and try to chase it. People are like, oh man, this is my end game. This keyboard is my end game. Fuck off. 2 years, 2 months after this, you're gonna see something else you like, and oh yeah, I like that one more, or something. Or you get it and like, oh, it's got these dents around it. I don't like it as much as I thought I would. Anthony likely did it earlier when he was trying to bend it to show you how much it bends. Yeah, so I've heard that the reason why these were so delayed was because there were a lot of problems with the coding. And he's not even the only one that's running into those problems. Kin has been delaying his white collection as well because of the same issues, kind of. And so it's not unique to the Chiwi or Dogu Studio or anything like that. I believe even Kin is saying that all the white stuff will be considered B stock compared to the usual stuff he puts out, which would mean that in terms of TGR and Oxford, it's pretty much A+ stock. Switches, I still go back and forth between box whites and browns. Box whites, as much as I like them, they're still breaking keycaps and stuff, so unfortunately can't really use them. So I just haven't been building anything for myself recently because of that. VPS says, really like Elf's white. Yeah, I am curious about that. I wonder how that's working out. I'm going to screw the case in just so that we can kind of see how it works. And then I'll probably put the PCB in as well. I don't know why I packed it up. Maybe so we can see the RGB and everything. I'm going to need some PC mount switches to hold everything together. So let's grab some. Brian says, Kin shipped out some two-tone white boards. So as in the whites weren't consistent? They have a suntan. Then I think two-tone white, that's what I think. Okay, so I'm just using some PC mount switches to hold this PCB together. Hey, 100 Millie is here. How's it going? I know you weren't able to catch the whole stream on Friday at the just drop by. VPR says, remember this Chiwi having 2 cutouts for the USB. Which did you get? Yes, I got the universal. Yeah, I didn't get the one that's too tight. I like having a little bit more room for activities. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You know what? When you're used to stuff like master and KD fans, you kind of just you expect to be treated right, I guess. You're like, oh, if something's wrong, you know, I'll just get a refund. I'll get a replacement. Damn it. These screws are supposed to be magnetic, but because of the coating, they're not really magnetic anymore. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough for now. Let's put more switches in here. Hold everything together. Okay, I think that does a decent job at emulating an actual build. Brian says, yeah, the top didn't match the bottom. That is terrible. And so did he give refunds? Did he do anything, Brian? Brian says, getting good service is how it should be, though. Just because it's a small hobby doesn't mean we have to lose our consumer protection. Absolutely. 100%. I think that's definitely what it should be, and I think that I have done quite a bit to champion that ideal. I guess maybe champion is not very a good word, but you know what I'm saying, you know. What's another word for it? But, you know, I think that I have been very vocal about that. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know what to do about this yet. I'll figure it out when I have a bit more time, but overall, yeah, the quality control, unfortunately, is not very great. Again, I don't know how many of these issues are limited to just the white, because it uses a different coating. Deagle, how are you? How's the business trip still? You know, you're on the road a lot, I understand. And hope you've been able to catch up with your wife and maybe Skype the 2 dogs or something. I can't believe me saying that we need consumer protection is a hot take. Yeah, so that is kind of the problem, and I think that I've been pretty consistent about the issue, and, you know, even though I was I streamed the launch of the keycard #1, I still didn't hesitate to tell people to you know, ask for refunds or replacements or, you know, cancellations if they weren't happy with what they got. I don't think I made up any excuses for that. If it's not quality that you're happy with, 100%, you know, get do what is fair to you. Val Viceroy, how's it going? Kevin is here as well. He says, how much was Chiwi 60? So, okay, the Chiwi 60, I believe it started at 150. God, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it started at 150. And if you added stuff to it, then it gets more expensive. You add a PCB, you want the white coating, or you want some stuff. Hold on. Yeah, so let me take a look. I think I still have my order pulled up. Okay, so let's look at this. Oh, it might have my address actually. Let's not look at this. Okay. Yeah, 150 excluding everything. Yeah, and I think I got the extra cutout as well. So I think it was an extra $5 for the bigger USB cutout. Yeah, so mine ended up being $217 shipped, which actually makes it about the same, more expensive than the KV67. And man, that KV67, I quite like they call it navy blue, but it's not navy blue. Let's be fucking real. It's nowhere near navy blue. It's a gray blue, and I think that they get the gray blue done better than the gray blue that Nox 3 is trying to do on their boards. And yeah, quality control might actually be decent. I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait for round 2. I know I might get at least one to build. We'll see about that. Okay, so this is the Shinny the Gamer says, I caved in and got the KV67 navy blue. You made the right choice. Now, I usually am not much of a blue person, but I think that the navy blue option, I'm going to call it blue-gray, but I know that KV fans calls it navy blue. I think that is the nicest color. I think that, sure, it's not navy blue, but man, that color is nice. It's kind of like an old pair of jeans. Okay, so, assembled, I think it looks pretty nice. Again, we have, some quality problems around here. It's really sucks. I've got more nicks and chips and scratches here. I forgot to mention that just now. And I'm trying to make sure I show everything on camera so that if I do need a refund of any sort, I have video evidence. Wow, it's actually kind of hard to see, but... Oh, there we go. You see that little... It's just super hard to see because it's all white, but... No, why is it so hard to see? There we go, look at that. Yeah, so it's like if the coating were drying up and then someone just kind of just... Yeah. You get that over there. Okay, see, so assembled, it's really not shabby looking at all. I quite like it. It's a shame about some of the quality problems because I really like this. I would use this at my desk, 100%. Look at that. That looks pretty nice. Pretty fucking nice. Right, what do you think? Oh, he's in Dallas. Oh. Yeah. He had no idea how dice subbing works. I remember that. Because he wanted it to be Enjoy PPT at first. But yeah, but I think that would match JTK Arctic. I will still not buy it because of JTK. I will pretty much never buy a JTK set. Why do you hate JTK sets? I mean, why do I not hate JTK sets? I think I've been pretty clear about why I don't like their stuff. Basically what Brian says. Feels like they've revised the legend so many times now. You know, they're at least on round 5 now, round whatever. And still bad. And so I will not spend a single dollar buying anything from there. Surprisingly, some of the novelties are okay, but their legends are generally just fucking garbage. And yes, we're all thinking about getting the KD67. So let's plug this in, and then we'll talk about it before we end the stream. So after we look at this plugged in and everything, yeah, because I think it's pretty cool. I think the navy blue might be sold out already. Let me check. Last I checked, there were 3 left, and that was a few hours ago. Yeah, so let's plug this bad boy in, and we'll see it. 1 left. Fuck. Holy shit! Yeah, just 1 left. Oh, that color is nice. And yes, Holy Universal Plate. It's a Lin inspired bottom row. Yeah. So this plate was not designed by Gok, so keep that in mind. Okay, so now let's plug it in. We've got plastic everywhere. Let's go and toss this plastic. Okay. Let's plug this in, and ooh, this gray cable fits quite nicely with the white board, I'd say. If it would just fucking behave. Or I guess most people have it turned the other way. I have the coil going here instead. Who cares? But check that out. I think it looks pretty sweet. Maybe if I can pull it more to show the cable. I think the design is very nice. I don't know if I'll build this thing because I don't even know if I'm gonna keep it. But look at that. I think it looks really nice, the design and everything. So let's see, do I need to change the... Nope, that's too much. Okay. See the bezels, and you've got an angle, kinda. Right. Okay, you can see, yeah, you can see the dents or whatever here, very obvious now. But yeah, look at that. I like it, you know, flat front, so perpendicular to the ground. Angled at the back. Very cool. Look at that. That is a nice angle at the board. So thankfully this one actually fits the USB connector. I have quite a few boards that won't fit this connector, so it's kind of annoying. And the underglow, let's zoom out a little bit. Look at that. See, so you've got more LEDs than on a DZ60. Okay, so how does it look? How does the RGB look? Great question. Not bad, actually. Not bad, not bad. So I don't know what the controls are to change it to a rainbow mode or something like that, but let's see. You can kind of show it at this camera, maybe. It is a bit dim though. Looks a bit dim. I wonder if there's a setting to increase the light, something like that. But doesn't look bad. You don't really see the nylon really when you're at a sitting position. You just kind of see the white and then the RGB at the bottom. Yeah, not too bright. So let me see what happens if I turn some lights off. Yeah, so quite dim. I don't know if the stock setting is with the LEDs maxed out. It looks pretty uniform though. In person, I'd say in person it looks very uniform. The sides look pretty nice. Most say like the DZ60 for example, the sides just look bad because there's a big gap. The back looks really good. Look at that. So yeah, so I don't know if this is the max brightness or what. Yeah, so this is definitely not one you get to light up the whole room. But it is brighter than, say, the M65 Underglow, brighter than the CLS M Underglow. But I didn't buy this for the RGB anyway. I bought this mainly for the top. I really like it. Yeah, so this has been the Chiwi 6C. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I don't know when I will build it. I don't know if I'll keep it because of some of the quality control issues. It's kind of a shame to see, but you know the design itself is very nice. So great job, Gawk. I think that the design ended up looking super nice. I think on camera, look at that. It looks pretty nice. Gawk says the default isn't set very high when Senna was programming. It was blinding him. Okay, so this is the LEDs dimmed down. So maybe when I build it, we can see how it looks. Or what else can I do? Maybe I can put a DZ60 in here. Actually, maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea. I'll put a DZ60 in here, and we can see how it looks. Where is my? I should have random DZ60s just lying around. Here's one. Oh my god, does that mean I have to unscrew? Yeah, I have to unscrew the bottom. But yeah, so let's try that. Let's try. I don't know if the DZ60 is programmed at all. Do I have another one? Yes, I have another one. Oh, I think this is programmed. Okay. So let's do that. And no, I don't want to buy it now because I want to wait for round 2 with Type C. I already bought into round 1, KBD KBD75 V1 and V2. Both of them I bought round 1, and you know I got kind of screwed for it. I'm gonna wait. Gawk says, I'll be going to Taiwan at the end of the year, so if mine ends up like Anthony's, I'm going to take it back for him to refinish it. Ooh. Are you going to give him a hand to refinish it? Lol. User 2 says, yeah, I've seen quite a lot of KBD fans' colors, except for the navy. Which one do you like the most? That's a good question. So actually I have not seen that many colors because most of the colors I see are black, gray, and silver. And orange. I don't think anyone has sent me and I saw the cyan as well. I don't think anyone has sent me, say for example, the KBD, the 5-degree blue. I think the 5-degree dark blue was one of the best colors ever. But you know, people who wanted dark blue were kind of fucked because it ended up looking like an indigo instead. It had a lot of purple undertones to it. Yeah, the color itself is super nice, and then the purple ended up being very gray. Okay, so User2 says a Blotsky just started an IC thread from Nice Caps. Oh no, don't feed the meme. Which keycaps you're gonna throw on here? So I mean, I don't know yet. I know Gawk wants to use Enjoy PBT black on white, which is why he designed Enjoy PBT black on white in the first place. Yeah, I never plan keycaps to go on keyboards. I know some people do that where they're like, okay, you know, before they even have the build done, they figure out what kind of key sets they want. I never think about that. Because I swap keycap sets so much. Yeah, it's just not a thing for me. Brian says, I think it's pretty hard to match sets at KBD67 blue. Blue is my favorite color. I want to get a board in blue. Wait, you talking about that gray blue? I don't think so. I think that you can use white sets, beige sets, gray sets, black sets. It's basically like trying to pair with, you know, some faded blue jeans. I think that a lot of things will go on it. It's not so blue that makes it difficult. It's got kind of a gray, half blue, half gray. Okay, so yeah, so apparently the LEDs are pretty dim, but I will say it's great to see the PCB arriving, programmed, and you know everything working. That's great. Again, sure we have quite a lot of quality control problems here, but at least the PCB ended up being okay. So you know, gotta give credit where credit's due. So this is mini, USB mini. The hilarious part is the DZ60 doesn't work with alias bottoms or Gateron bottoms as well. So it's kind of tricky trying to get this to attach to the very tricky actually. The fuck. Mr. Kim says, if you decide to return this, give me a heads up. I may think about getting it from you. Yeah, I actually have a lot of things to get rid of. So if you want to just have parts to look at on stream or to build, let me know, because yeah, I have a lot of cases and shit that. And so yeah, I might. I don't even know if I'll keep this, but we'll see. I have wanted a whiteboard for a long time, but yeah, if whiteboard, just go pick one up from Walmart or Staples. So let's see how this looks with DZ60. So again, if it ends up being brighter, please completely ignore whatever I said about the RGB earlier. So let's try this. Yeah, because in pictures I've seen, it looks a lot better. So definitely probably LEDs are too dim. Oh, look. No support for ISO enter. Amazing. I don't have to worry about straightening this key. Okay, so we've got the CAAD, how's it going? He says, wow, is that a Razor Huntsman? Absolutely. I guess the cool part about them keeping the screws in when they were coating it is that the screws end up being white. Look at that. That's kind of neat. But I guess the color is kind of coming off now with how I'm screwing them. Alright, see the underside, it looks pretty nice with that, albeit scratched, cosmetic weight. Right, no screw points or anything, kind of cool. Okay, so now let's take a look at it. It should be a bit brighter. I mean, I hope I even have LEDs on this thing. If not, it's gonna be. Hey, wow, that looks, yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay, so I don't know if this thing is programmed. If not, we can try to program it. I just want to see how RGB looks on it. Yeah, so now this is significantly better. Yeah, so definitely the PCB, the LEDs were just programmed to be dimmer. And yes, CRDSKT, just like what Devna says, this is one of the few boards that actually belongs to me. Most of the time, yeah, they belong to other people. Okay, let's see. So this is caps lock. So that means this PCB is not programmed. So okay, at least look at the red on it. I don't think I'll take the time to program it on here because I think I have to remove this. I don't remember. But with the red, it looks quite a bit better. Okay, see, so even look over here. So again, this is not the DO60 though. So yeah, see, so we are missing LEDs here and here. This is the DZ60. Okay, so look at that. Look at how much light it's giving out. Okay, let's use this camera again. Oops. Okay, see, look at that. Yeah, that is significantly brighter. Because now, see, even at this angle, you can see the lights showing under it. So this is what I've seen in pictures. This is what I've seen from Gawk's keyboard. See, so that is nice. Yeah, so it's just that the DO60, again, nothing wrong with it really. It's just that you have to turn up the brightness on it. But look at that. See, that's a pretty nice angle. Look at that. Yeah, pretty good diffusing. Definitely. Even without the side LEDs, look at that. It actually looks. I mean, okay, I guess you can kind of see the dark spot there, but you don't really see it for the most part. But yeah. So on the DO60 should be better because DO60 has LEDs in the middle. Yeah, check that out. That actually looks really nice. And yeah, so this is a bit different from the Tokyo 60, and then the Tokyo 60 it doesn't have this floating top design, right, but then this one does. See, so it looks like it's just case floating on top of RGB. Look at that. Whereas on a Tokyo 60, the front, the base is in line with is flush with the rest of the case.
I love you.
The Arctic Fox! How's it going? 6 months in a row. Welcome, welcome. We were just talking about JTK Arctic. See, look at that. See, if you look at it from this angle, I think that's quite nice.
I love you.
And Kevin +2 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. You guys are far too kind. Yeah, so I think this one, other than the quality control problems, it actually is a decent kit. I think the design is definitely very nice. I think that Gok did an excellent job. I know that Gok says that what he wants to do is, he says that, so with the design, it lends itself to being kind of hollow sounding, because it's the base is flat even though the case is angled, and so you get more empty space in the back, and it's just a thin polycarbonate. It's very light. Actually, it's not that lightweight for 60%. Let me grab the scale. Okay. So this is with, some switches installed. It's not fully built. It's almost 2 pounds. Look at that. So once it's assembled, it should be 2 pounds. I think for a 60% with I think polycarbonate bottom. It's not too bad. In terms of weight, I expected less, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I expected it to weigh less than this. So just I think the reason why I'm disappointed is because of how much I want to like it, how much I actually like it. Yeah, so some of the problems just kind of bug me, because otherwise I quite like it. And the plate problems, of course. If we could get, say, a acrylic plate or a polycarbonate plate, I think I would keep it. I would use this at my desk. I would actually bring out the desk mat to use at my desk, because my desk is white, and so with a white desk, I will grab the dark Serica mat and then use the Chiwi, the white Chiwi, on top of the desk mat, on top of the white desk, and I think that would look nice. Mr. Keeps, the DO60 was designed by Senin, and Gok and I kind of helped him out with it a bit. That was pretty early in the development for the Chiwi, actually. Von Swoopington, welcome to the stream. I believe this is the first time we're seeing your name here, so welcome, welcome. He says, what is your daily board? So currently what I have on my desk is an Enjoy PBT75. It is a thick 75% board, and I have box whites on it on a steel plate. And yes, you heard that right, box switches. They are still damaging keycaps, so I can't recommend box switches. I am very certain the GMK Honeywell I have on those box whites are cracked already, and so I'm just not going to remove the keycaps for, I don't know for how long, but I'm just stuck using GMK Honeywell on that board for now. A thick poly plate would be nice. Absolutely, yeah, I think that would certainly be nice. I want to hear this keyboard, the new Zilios V2. Oh yeah. I haven't ordered the Zilios V2. Maybe I will if I like it. I know I'm definitely building, I think, at least 2 or 3 boards with that. So I'm not in too much of a hurry to buy some for myself. Brian says, no seam clap. If it's already so scuffed up, might be a good travel board. I wonder. I think yeah, travel board. I think plastic is definitely the way to go. Actually, I don't know. I think that okay. Maybe how about this? How about a good compromise for a so we're done with the Chiwi 60 unboxing for now. How about for a good travel board? Because the thing about aluminum is that as nice as it is, it, let's be real, it gets damaged a bit too easily to pack in your bag and bring it out everywhere with you. So maybe a plastic. So wood is definitely not great as well, because wood it's lightweight, but because of how soft it is, you can dent it, chip it way too easily. I know because I have two wood cases. So, yeah, acrylic. Oh, you actually brought it with you. Very nice, Mr. Keebs. Yeah, because he's traveling for almost a month, I think. Yeah, so something acrylic. How about something acrylic and then you get. Yeah, just fill it with sorbothane or something to weigh it down. Or I was thinking, plastic top with a metal bottom. Basically, you want the metal where you can't. You want to give it some weight. Not too much because you're carrying it. But at the same time, you want it somewhere where it won't get scratched. Or if it gets scratched, you won't see it. So maybe I don't know. That's actually something good. How to design a good daily board that has a balance of everything. That at the same time it doesn't sound and feel like say an HHKB. And look, I know it's not a terrible board, but let's be real. Other than the actual typing, everything else is quite bad. So, you want something that does not suffer from that does not suffer from feeling cheap, but you also want something that will not sound cheap, but at the same time won't get damaged permanently too easily. So yeah, something like plastic. Yeah, so maybe, some sort of plastic on the top, but some kind of metal underneath, or just something heavier underneath, so you give it a good base underneath. And so it'll at least sit at your desk or whatever nicely, where you're at a coffee shop. At the same time, it gives it some weight, so maybe a heavier metal for the underneath, so maybe like a steel or brass weight to go with it. Enough to where it feels nice, feels substantial, but not enough to where it's too heavy to carry with you. And then you can swap it out, right? Say, oh, that's too much, I'll just take the weight out, and then you just have plastic to carry around. Maybe. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's kind of an interesting thought. Because if keyboards were a bit lighter, or if I just didn't care as much about damaging them, I would bring them with me. But right now, whenever I do bring my Surface Pro out, I just use the Surface type cover thing because it gets the job done, and the trackpad is nice. And yeah, just less things to lug around with me. Brian says, I think you don't even need a metal bottom, slightly thicker brass plate. That's a great idea, yeah. Something like a 4mm, 5mm brass plate. Yeah, I think that'll do it, I think. Would have gone the Koyu if the layout wasn't weird. Agreed. The split backspace makes it useless for me. Arctic Fox says, I'm so fucking tired. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's only Monday. That's the worst part, dude. Evan User 2 says HHKB best travel board, preferably Bluetooth. Yeah, I haven't actually tried the Bluetooth HHKB. Cripple says I'm taking a fucking sick day tomorrow. So is that different from a regular sick day? Do you need a doctor's note for the fucking sick day? Okay, yeah, so we're basically done. Let's talk about other things. I mean, I don't want to keep streaming for too long because it's already 9:30. I have some things to get done. I was hoping to build at least one keyboard tonight, but I'll probably just get started on it. Okay, so... And because I said to pack all this up. So, okay, real quick, we can talk about the KBD 6.7. I think we kind of talked a little bit here and there about it, but... first of all, the first thing I saw about it was someone in the Discord saying, mocking the comment asking for hot swap, and I thought, oh wow, is there something new? The KBD fans released something new, but I didn't really look up what it was. I didn't really scroll up in Discord at the time. I just woken up, and I checked my emails, and the guy I built the M65 for, he we were talking about the M65, and then he said that, oh, by the way, KBD fans just released their much anticipated KBD 6.7, and he says, I'm thinking about getting one. I think that this will be the next project. He wants me to build one too, and because he loves 65%. And then I was like, what? I haven't actually seen this. Is this what everyone's talking about? And so I clicked on it, and holy shit, that's insane. 189. I think that, oh shit, still one in stock. Refresh. Still one in stock. Fuck me. Okay, so a few things I want to point out. Yeah, so the navy blue, it's not actually navy blue. It looks like a blue gray. I think the blue gray is nice, but let's look at some pictures of it. I think if you just scroll down. So it has a blocker. Very nice. I think that's my preferred way to do 65 and 75. It has a fixed plate for the most part. If you look at the bottom row, oh my god, it still supports an ISO enter. Why? You were so close. But at least the bottom row is pretty much fixed. Not fixed in the layout that I prefer, but I don't mind it. Right? I would have preferred 1.51, 1.57, and then 1.5, but I'm not gonna complain. This is better than nothing. Better than universal bottom row. And I think that so this is fixed as well. The enter is not, unfortunately. Shift is not as well. So yeah, I wish they would just release two different plates. So I'm not even trying to shit on ISO or anything like that. I just hope that next time they will just do two plates. Just do an ISO and an ANSI fixed. I think that would be nice. You can leave some things not fixed, like the backspace, because some fuckers like that split backspace. But other than that, yeah, and then maybe the caps lock. But other than that, yeah, just make it fixed. I think that would be nice. But you'll see, so yeah, it has the, typical bar, I like to say lazy seam design. But at this price point, I'm not going to knock it for it. It's $189 shipped with express shipping. So, this is the price point I expect to see this sort of design with the seams running across it. Not on something that's $300, $400, $500. But it has the koala inspired kind of bottom, which is cool. For some reason, it suddenly got a lot of interest in the past few months, the past year or so. And then it's got kind of a reverse of the TX84 SE with the weight. Right, so this one, it actually has the ridges on the aluminum part, and then the brass thing goes on it. So pretty cool, I'd say. I don't think I would call it a copy of the TX84 SE. I think that still it works quite differently. And then it's not like the other boards that are this. Like the Tina, for example, had the whole grill thing in the bottom. So you can't say that oh, they're just copying the 84 SE, because it's kind of consistent with some of the stuff they've been putting out. Yeah, this color, man, this is nice, and I'm not even much of a blue person. This is quite nice. I would, if I would go for this just because I have a lot of black, I have a lot of gray and silver boards. Otherwise, I think maybe the gray, maybe. I don't know, either the silver or the gray. Yeah, so pretty cool. It includes best wishes. Look at that. It includes aluminum case, aluminum plate, QMK, KB67 PCB, PVD brass weight, cherry stabilizer, screws, and rubber feet. Best wishes. Amazing. I think I'll buy it for just the best wishes. Shipment expected within a week. Okay, so let me look at chat. Okay, let's see. Cripple says, it's a jerk off sick day. Hey, those are the best sick days. Sliver. A sliver of spelling errors. Where is it? Oh, wait, what? Oh, zoology said it. I thought it was KBD fans. Okay. A video says a sliver. Okay. Wait, let's look at the video. Hold on. Yeah, see, look at that. I wonder how much it weighs. Yeah, so the face looks, I would say, almost identical to the KB75 face, as in the dimensions of the bezels. KB75 V2, right? So narrower bezel on the side, thicker bezel on the front, and the front and the back. And this is top mount or bottom mount. I believe it is bottom mount. So some people are calling it sandwich mount. I'm pretty sure it's just bottom mount. It says sandwich. Yeah, see, it's screwed in. So it is bottom mount. So it's like the revised KB8X. I think that they were having too many problems with sandwich mount because of the seams. Yeah, see, look at that. So pretty cool. And I think that, so Brian was talking about this actually. He said that, and I agree with this 100%. I've actually been talking about this with people like God, about how, you know, with KVD fans upping their design and production and everything, quality control especially is insanely good compared to a lot of custom group buys. I think that, you know, it's gonna make it harder to be a group buy runner or a keyboard designer unless you have something special to show for it. You know, I think that maybe we're not there yet, but eventually, yeah, I think that, you know, these boards are just, you know, they offer too much for half the price, less than half the price typically of what you'd pay on a custom group buy keyboard or a group buy custom keyboard. Yeah, so if unless you're offering a different plate mounting system, you're offering, you know, a very different feature set, different typing experience, I think that, yeah, so unless you're doing all that, anything special, it's gonna be very difficult to compete with something like that. I think he'll stay on one in stock and he'll just manufacture as many as needed. Marketing trick. I wouldn't say that's probably it, but I think with KD fans, that's not it. I've had things run out on me. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy it, and then I wait, and then it actually goes out. Or I buy it at the very last one. Actually done it. Asher Delon, hey, how's it going? That got pumped out fast. Damn. Yes. Insane. They are. Yeah, that's why they are super fast at reiterations as well, which is why I'm just gonna wait for round 2, I think. What KD fans color do you like the most? Evan User 2, I like the silver the most. I'm not a big fan of their grays because their grays are more of a titanium gray, very blue gray. Yeah, bluish gray. Cool gray, I don't like it. I like warm grays more. Asher Delon says, blast away, gotta appreciate what he's giving people for the price offering. Yes, it's actually incredible. I wish he had used another set to advertise this, honestly. I think that this isn't the best set to advertise the board with. Makes it look kind of cheap. Don't you think? You know, if he had just advertised it with Enjoy PBT 1 black, that would have been nice, I think. Adaptive video. Wait, adaptive video? Wait, what? This group buy 67 gonna be huge, mark my words. Huge economic boom, okay? It's gonna create 1 million jobs. You know, 400 billion in revenue. I'm not kidding. I think the 2 million jobs it's gonna create will be incredible. You know, what's America gonna do without the extra 3 million jobs? Jetstream is here too. How's it going? And ADB7 with the follow. I would normally not buy sign kit, but for 180 I get signed for this. Ever use it too? Yes, I absolutely agree. It's why if I bought this, I wouldn't buy a standard color. I would go for, yeah, something a bit more unique. If it's something expensive, then I would actually just get a boring color just to be safe. And yes, I agree, gunmetal gray is nice. Yeah, I don't really like titanium gray. I like gunmetal gray more. What I really want is for KVD fans to do a bronze color. You know, more orange in the grays. More brown and orange in the grays. That would be fucking amazing if they can do that. A copper, a bronze color. You know, they were onto something with the chocolate or whatever, you know, but you know, less black, more gray and brown. I think that would look nice. Bias on that. That blue and brass is fucking clean. Yes, if you get a brass plate with this, that would be pretty nice. And every user too says another huge part is he often sells in stock item, and if not in stock, group buy is like 1 month delivery time. Very impressive. KD fans. Every user too says. So you said you would get the cyan, right? Would you use GMK Dolch on it? I think that Dolch would look nice on the cyan, cause usually when you see Dolch, you associate cyan with it. If you put Dolch without any of the cyan accents, I think that would look pretty nice. NGB, no, I don't think he knows what navy means. I think for him navy blue just means dark blue. Cause in navy, I don't think I'm pretty sure in Chinese it's just sunline, which is just dark blue, and dark blue is not navy blue. Navy blue is a very specific shade of blue. Although navy blue is a dark blue, but it's not navy. So I think that he just thinks, oh, you want a dark blue? Okay, we'll give you a dark blue. And he just thinks, oh, we'll just call it navy blue because navy blue is a dark blue. But not all dark blues are navy blues, but all navy blues are dark blues. I think Wei knows about color misspellings and is just memeing us hard. Maybe that is the case. He wants us to share the video more. He's like, oh, dude, check out this typo, man. And so we're like, oh, sliver, Drake Gary. We're laughing at it. Oh man, I kind of want one. Shit, like yeah, I think. And the next thing you buy one. Dirty Harry for you. Welcome to the stream. Okay, Ashar Delon says the Tofu 65 brass plate. Oh wow, I am looking at my dashboard. He says the Tofu 65 brass plate had tons of scuff marks, which he said was due to the manufacturing process. He's hoping this plate doesn't suffer the same issues. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna have more scratches than this one. This one has a lot of scratches. This Chiwi. Talisman Solutions says KVD fans continually raises the bar on price to performance, forcing the niche customs to charge gobs more for the niche keyboards. Thoughts on the Tofu 65? ADB7, I have not seen one in person, so I'm afraid I cannot tell you what it's gonna be like. I think that it's just, hold on. I think that the Tada 68, even with the aluminum case, I think the Tada 68 with the aluminum case is actually the worst sounding aluminum case board I've heard. So I don't know if the Tofu 65 will fix that if you swap it into a Tada 68. Yeah, so maybe, but again, I don't know. I can't tell you. I think that the design itself looks nice. It looks very nice. And at first we thought, damn, if they keep this up, they are gonna catch up to some group buy runners. And then, because this was a step up from the regular Tofu case with the brass weight and everything. It's pretty nicely designed, the brass weight. I thought, damn, it's if they keep going, they're gonna catch up. And then now we can make another step. So it's really cool seeing them go from you remember the days of the first KD75. Remember the days of the 5 degree with the kind of below average anodizing or average anodizing, and basically just constantly adding something to it. And again, I'm not even sponsored by KVD fans. Maybe I should finally ask them for something, but yeah, it's incredible seeing them. People are asking for something with a blocker, and they just they went ahead and did it. And then yeah, with an extra brass weight. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like this really more than say a full just a solid block of brass, but it looks cool, I guess. User 2 says nice bronze. Let me see. Oh yeah, that color is nice. It's not dark enough, but it's not brown enough. But yes, that is quite nice. This is quite nice indeed. Purple 710 says needs more purple. Yes. So I guess the good thing is actually purple. Think about it this way. Thankfully, the first round doesn't have purple because otherwise you would have bought it already. So wait for round 2. Beige maybe? Yeah, I think Doge would look nice with cyan. Dada says, did I miss the Chiwi unboxing? They haven't opened mine. LOL, got a couple weeks ago. Yes, we finished unboxing it already. That's why it's just here. And then now we're just talking about the new thing today. Man, look at that, man. That the angles in the video. Pretty nice. Damn. God damn. Those are rounded edges, not like the tofu. Yeah, so like I said, this is very similar to the KB75 V2. Looks about the same as the KB75 V2 in terms of the. See if we go there. Oh no. Lol, that's the V1. Oops. Okay, see, look at the dimensions. See, yeah, rounded corners, you know, pretty similar. I'm pretty sure that most of the dimensions are going to be the same for the bezels. It'll be pointless to try and redo that. Yeah, looks very similar. And he says Lambo 60 is the worst I've heard. Wait, in terms of the sound? I mean, I had that, but it was a long time ago, and I sold it because of how light it was. Want to buy tofu 60 for weight. Brian says they haven't replied my sponsorship request email. Wait, really? You asked? Shit, I should have. Maybe I should finally say something. I've helped them sell so much, you know. I think I deserve something. Come on. See you, Mr. Keeps. Thank you so much. Okay, so Mr. Keeps is going, and I think we have about 50 people here. So let's not forget to check out his channel on Twitch. Please go there. He does a lot of unboxings, reviews, always basically like this channel, just with less anger. More muscle, less anger, more money too. You know, that's pretty much it. But yeah, definitely check out Mr. Keebs. He is a good friend of the channel, so please go there if you haven't already. And yeah, so and then maybe hopefully one day we can discuss what we're buying, so we stop buying the same shit. Cause if you know if he can buy something and then you know we'll discuss. Okay, yeah. Say I'm buying the silver and gray KB75 V2. And you know, if I had known he was gonna buy that, I might have picked a different color. And you know, so that we can see both colors or something. Because we've been buying the same shit. We both bought this stupid thing too. This is the PET plate or whatever. Brian says you got 20 clicks from my site to your Twitch channel over the last 2 days. Nice. I actually need to redo my Twitch page anyway, and I'll probably put your blog up on the. You know how we have Mr. Keebs and Chokan on here? Wait, do we have Mr. Keebs on here? I know I have Chokan on here, but yeah, I need to redo everything. Okay, yeah. So any other questions? I think let's give it 5 more minutes. Video shows off the quality control as much as the design prowess. Yeah. So it's. I think that. It's why I keep saying that especially if you are designing custom keyboards, you know, you're running, you know, supposedly high-end keyboard group buys. I think you really need to. You don't really have to buy one per se, but you really need to find some of these cheaper stuff and take a good look at them. I think that a lot of the more snobby, you know, elitists just kind of they still have the idea of, you know, KBD fans products from 1 or 2 years ago, and I think that they can't possibly match whatever I'm doing. But when really their anodizing is so much better than basically 95% of the stuff I see from expensive group buys. And customer service, no one even can compete with them. So I think that yeah, I always try to say, don't be an asshole about these things. Some of the cheaper things, maybe they actually could have some good stuff to learn from, and at least it's nice to keep yourself updated on what the state of the hobby is. That's just what I think. So it's why even though I build some expensive keyboards, I still have some cheaper boards on my desk or whatever. I've sold some of my more expensive keyboards, or I just haven't built them. And yeah, it's nice to constantly be updated on the progress some people are making. Man, that blue and brass, wow. And that's just a sign, right? Waiting on the navy blue. Ask for KB67 review sample. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if maybe that is a good idea. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I'm happy they got rid of the diffusers since I've used it too. Yeah, I don't know. I never use the RGB really anyway, but I think maybe I would have preferred having something like this diffuser on the KB75 V2 just to break the seams. I think that with the diffuser it looks a bit better than just having two aluminum pieces slapped together. Asher Delon says, "Hey, Koba is here. How's it going?" He says, asking for the clone of the Holy Pandas. He said to me that he's currently making one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too interested in asking for Switch samples. I think it's kind of useless for most people. And what really can I tell you on a video, right? But I think that's something like a case. We can look at it together. We can look at the details together. Domination time. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so domination time. Kind of interesting how we even got there. It was because Uncle B was on here in chat, and we were looking for Twitch EDU streamers, and so and then we went there. Even though I quite clearly don't work out at all, but I'm doing okay. Domination time. Thanks for tuning in. How about you? Yeah. So yeah, quite clearly, I need to work. I used to work out, and then I put on like 30 pounds after high school. And after coming to US. But anyway, so combination time. It's kind of hard for me because I watch it and I feel so pumped up. I'm like, man, I gotta go work out. I gotta go get my life straight. And then let's be real, I don't want to do it. I don't. I keep telling myself I don't have time for it. I mean, I do walk a lot every day, but. Check out his channel. As you can see, he's got even that check mark on his on the side. Yeah, he does workouts and Q&As and tutorials and stuff like that, demos. And I think that because I was watching his channel as well, I actually have been thinking about one of the reasons why I stopped playing soccer is because my knee has been pretty fucked. It's really loose. My right knee's really loose. So he said, compression tape is really good. And maybe that's what I need. So I can go back and play soccer. Yeah, because that's the main reason why I haven't played soccer really. Just my knee cannot take it. Specifically the right knee. Some days it just hurts even without doing much walking. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. But yeah, if you want to get your life together, definitely check out his channel. It's incredible how energetic it is. It's super positive, super energetic, and I'm just like, damn, I need to do something. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we're just doing we were doing unboxing combination time, and then now we're just talking about some keyboards that are in the making or whatever. Okay, let's see what else is on here. Mr. Keem says, I got the navy blue KB67 without knowing you want the same color. See, dude, we keep getting the same things. Thankfully, I didn't buy it yet. We keep buying the same stuff. Oh, Wei mentioned it on the Discord channel as well. Damn. Yeah, see, we need to do that. We need to share it all everywhere. Mr. Keem says, agreed with the diffuser would be nice. And Zoology says they need to offer metal mid-piece layers to swap out diffuser layers. I don't know. I think I can see the appeal. I personally still wouldn't do it. I just don't like when it's multiple, the same material stuck together. Maybe a different color, maybe I can kind of tolerate. But I think that acrylic is not, it breaks up the lines because it's a different material. You're built like a Korean dictator. Absolutely. Don't be mocking Supreme Leader. It's too late now. I don't have a blazer or anything like that with me. Right? Wouldn't it be fun if I I've even got the hair for it right now because it's pretty long. My hair is pretty long now. I don't have it in the faux hawk anymore because it's too long, and I shaved off the sides. So perfect time to just comb it down the center. And get rid of the glasses. Well, I need to get the Kim Jong-un style glasses. But yeah, separate it out, and then put on a blazer, little Korean badge, and then make a stab lubing guide, stab modification guide. All right, we'll call it the NK spec. Qualude says Switch modding is a workout. It absolutely is. Takes a bit too much effort. Work 2 says CLD SKT. Would watch the VOD again. NGB says so pumped up to go to the gym, then barely made it to the front door, jerk off, and fell asleep on the floor in front of the front door, and then made it to the gym. Sounds about right. Zoology says I was thinking accent color like brass, a contrasting colors for mid piece. Yeah, which is why I said if it's a different color, maybe sort of, but I still wouldn't do it. I think I would still keep with the acrylic. Actually, you know what? Since I pretty much never use the acrylic anyway, and I don't really have the RGB turned on. The only times I have it turned on is just to show people when I have guests come over. So maybe I would paint it. Just fucking coat it. Just make it a different color, different material with a different color. Damn, the South Korean scene wouldn't know what hit them. Stab re-education procedure, you lube them up with hard labor. Yes. If you don't type right, we're gonna clip those off. Those fingers. Way 6v2. Tapfirm says, did you figure out that QM keyboard? So the M65? We did at least program it to test it out and to change the RGBs, but I left it at that. I'm not gonna make it a full layout because the guy didn't ask to have it programmed because I'm gonna have to charge him time for it if I have it programmed too much. If it's something that I already have, say like a DZ60, and you're just gonna use my layout, I'm just gonna do it for free. It's whatever. But if oh yeah, of course I was. I was not expecting to do that. And I wanted to go eat. And in the end, I had to eat cereal for dinner, I think, or something stupid like that. No. I actually had instant noodles, but still. It was, the stream went on for, I think, 2 hours later than I expected. More than 2 hours. Yeah. And I absolutely do not like all the different configurators for programming keyboards. That shit drives me insane. Just completely unnecessary. Yeah, so when a PC arrives without anything flashed, and so I have to test it, and I have to do all that shit, which is not planned, then yeah, no. Okay, so anything else? If not, we're gonna try to look for someone to raid. I think that the stream has gone on for, I usually try to end at 9 p.m. Central Time, because I have class the next day and I have things to do as well. And it's almost 10 already. Gone on for quite a bit longer than I expected. Okay, let's look for someone to raid. Who is live? Mr. Horologist is live, maybe? He is. So we already know that's where we're gonna go. Alright, I'll probably watch the channel for a bit too, because been looking at watches quite a bit recently. What's for dinner? So I had the kind of pre-made pizzas from the deli. It's pretty nice. So I'll show you real quick actually. They're kind of like that. See, so I've been buying pizzas like that. $5.50 US dollars. I think that, you know, so it's got a pretty thin crust, everything, flatbread pizza, and it is pretty fucking good. These pizzas are definitely the best I've had since coming to the US. VP, I bought them from Market Street. You cannot go wrong at Market Street. Almost everything there is good. Okay, so thank you everybody for tuning in today. I'm always impressed with how many people show up on, you know, just a random Monday night. You know, we had, I think, over 50 people at one point, so pretty insane. Thank you everyone. Did you stream before the US? No, lots of no, actually. I started streaming, you know, I've been here 6 years. I started streaming a year and a half ago, maybe. I had Ziti. That's a pizza place too, right? But yeah, I got mine. I got that, and yeah, so I got that one. I got the margarita pizza. I had the margarita pizza today, and then I have the feta cheese and kale or feta cheese something, some vegetarian one. That one's pretty good. Surprisingly good. Okay, yeah. So thank you, Tefram. I hope you have a good one too. I hope everyone else has a nice one. Cork middle layer. Hey, that would be nice. I knew it. True lazy fart. Hey, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, I did stream for almost an hour longer than I should have, but hey, you made it. I got to say hi to you. So yeah, thanks for dropping by. You too, Asher Delon. Okay, so see you lots. So again, we were gonna raid Mr. Horologist. So he does even cooler stuff than I do. Honestly, he does watch repairs, and I think that the work is insanely intricate and you know, skill intensive. And he's a pretty funny guy. He's very relaxed, and I'm gonna be watching that for a bit. Maybe I will get more food. I am pretty hungry. I ate pretty early. Yeah, but if not, then I will catch you probably on Friday or on the Discord. So to everyone else, have a good night and a good week. Oh, hold on. Let me run the credits real quick. I forgot about that. Damn it. Hold on. Damn it. I forgot about that. Do I even have time to do it? Okay, let's roll the credits real quick. You'll see the credits on YouTube. But again, everybody, thank you so much. Mosborg, Koba, goodbye. The True Lazy Fart, unfortunately, you're a bit late. NGB, Ashar Delon, Lotsa, VPR, Brian, EverUser2, Koba. I said Koba already, right? Yeah, I already said that. Tefram, Talisman Solutions, Jetstream, CRDSKT, Zoology, Domination Time, thank you for dropping by. Crippled. Who else? Mr. Keebs. ADB7. Okay. How did you do the credits thing? Oh, so the credits thing, you actually get it on Streamlabs, actually. That's where I get it. So if you see this real quick. So it's on Streamlabs. And so yeah, so it shows the subs and everything, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, so for the subs, yeah, we got a lot of subs and gift subs today. Thank you, Mr. Keys, for all the gift subs, the new follows, 2 follows, and then